What are you gonna do for your bucket list today, Lou? 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 Sergeant Lou, what are you gonna do for your bucket list today? Let's find out. I think the best thing to do in these kind of situations is have a bucket list for your dog. Have fun with your dog, especially if they're older and you know that there's time, you don't have as much time. Let's not make it where it's like they just feel like they don't have a lot of time. Since I've been giving this dog so much love and honor and giving her Eskimo kisses and hugging her, she's just come a long way. Like, she was barely had any energy, it seemed like she didn't have much time, and since I've been loving on her and showing her that I care and doing these things with her, it's encouraged her so much that she has her energy back, the medication's working, so you never know, she might even have, hopefully, years to come. She is 15 years old, so any extra time I can get with her, I am fully blessed and excited to have that time with her. You know, these videos are hard to film because we can laugh together and remember all the great times, and I have so many great times with this dog. I can't even tell you, but it's hard to talk about not having her around because she's, you know, the first dog I've had from beginning to end. And I mean, I had dogs when I was little, but we were in a military family, so we had to give them up, so we never got this attached. It's, you know, she's like my baby, and like I said, I don't have any kids, so I have another dog, and she's older too, and so, you know, these things are hard to talk about. But I really just wanted to make this positive and to encourage you. As your dogs get older, let that bring you down. Just make the best of all the time you have with them. Make a bucket list, have some fun, and I will keep you updated on where she is, just so you can come along this journey with me and know what it is, what's going on with her. And I hope that we can journey together when you're going through your journey, even if your baby is your fur baby's younger, because, you know, it's never enough time, right, with the fur babies. I just love this dog. She's done a lot for me over the years, and she's just been a really good girl. She's been there with me through the biggest losses in my life. She's been there through some really hard days at work. She's always there for me when I'm feeling down, and she is the best at cheering me up. And she's my fur baby. I don't have any kids, so she's my fur baby, and I want to do this bucket list for her. Because she's 15 years old and she has tracheal collapse, which means what it is they have like a little cartilage that holds up their airway. And what happened was during Christmas, their cartilage basically starts to get soft, and so it doesn't hold up their airway like it used to when they were younger. And this is very common with her breed. Other breeds, small breeds too, like Yorkies and everything, so Chihuahuas and Yorkies are very common to have tracheal collapse. So if you have a dog out there with tracheal collapse, I totally understand. It's really hard for them to breathe, and so the medication's been working. Thankfully, we took her to the doctors, the vets, a few weeks ago, and they were able to give her the medication to help her start breathing really well. But the doctor did say, we don't know how much long she has, so just be prepared for that. So I figured, she's 15, she has this tracheal collapse, let's make the best of it. Let's let her have fun in her last amount of days, whatever that may be, weeks, months, years, hopefully years. We don't know. The doctor doesn't know. There's no way to really determine how long she has, but we do know we want to have every fun moment we can with her. So we're going to go ahead and continue on adventures with her and make it fun and light-hearted because we just love this little girl. So this dog has survived cancer at 5 years old. I found out she had cancer and it was devastating, but they were able to get rid of all the cancer, and she did really well with it. So this little dog is such a hero in my book. She never gives up, she never quits, she keeps fighting. And the thing with the tracheal collapse, it's very scary because when they collapse from not breathing, their body is lifeless. Like, they literally stop breathing for seconds. So when she had her first situation where she collapsed, I was so brokenhearted because I thought she was gone. I literally held her in my arms and was just paralyzed with fear of her being gone because her body just wasn't responding. So it happened so many times. And she would cough first and then she would just collapse and have no air, and her body would just be lifeless. And then she'd come back a few seconds later. So I'm just so grateful that we can have her enjoy the rest of her life. I'm glad that the medication makes it possible for her to have quality of life, because I do not want this dog to suffer. She means the world to me. So let's talk about some fun things. That's the sad part. Let's get past that. Let's have fun with the rest of the video. I really want to encourage you to enjoy the time with your doggies as well. So let's talk about what we can do for Lou for her bucket list. So she's done a lot of fun things in her life already for the bucket list. So let's go over those things real quick. So when Lou was a puppy, she stole the squirrel's nuts. I was like, she'd watch the squirrel come out and go in in our little area, or patio area in our apartment, and she would find the squirrel's nuts and steal them. She's also stolen the neighbor's tomatoes in that same neighborhood. She would run out there with the garden and she'd find little tomatoes and she'd run inside with a tomato, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that. And so another fun thing about her that she's done that marks off the bucket list is she wore a military uniform for a very long time, and that's why she became Sergeant Lou. She was originally Fergie because when she was a baby, I saw her little black eye and thought of a little black eyed pea. Well, then I had to also say, okay, you know, she was Fergie for 5 years, and then we found this uniform online that me and my husband, when we were dating, we got it for her and we put it on her, and she actually wore it really well, and as you could see in the pictures. And then we were like, you know what, she should have a military name, so it was Sergeant Lou, and it stuck with her. And then we've always had like nicknames for her: Louise, Lala, all this stuff. But you know, having a name change, another mark off the bucket list. She wore a Halloween costume. She wore the Wicked Witch of the West costume, as you could see in her picture. Another thing she can knock off the list is she rescued her sister, which is my other dog. She's half Doberman, half Lab. When we went to go to bed, we thought that Kobe had come back inside from the backyard. Well, we had closed the door and we didn't realize she was still outside, and we went to bed and everything, and I guess Lou heard her crying downstairs, so Lou woke us up and started barking at us, and then we were like, what? And so we followed Lou down to the back of the backyard and let Kobe in, and there she was. She rescued her sister. So that was another thing off the bucket list. She's also stayed in hotels in San Diego and Palm Springs. It was so good. Never caused any trouble, so she always could go with us on those kind of trips. She's gone camping. She's gone on a lot of camping trips. I can show you a ton of pictures of that. She's gone on off-road trips with us as well. And she's even gotten to play in the snow since we moved to northern Nevada. And there's pictures of that too. Another thing she did with us is she got to go on a fishing trip, which we didn't really catch any fish, but she was there, so that's another thing to check off her bucket list. And another fun thing that she did that was really cool was she had a pool day. And as you can see in the pictures, she got in the pool and she did have a lot of fun. There are some things she hadn't done yet, so I did these recently. I ordered some cookies from a doggy bakery. We had to go with something not nearby because in our area, it's kind of a rural area, so they don't have doggy bakeries out here. But we got these doggy bakery treats for her and she had a ball with them. She hadn't gone to Walmart, so we decided to start taking her on all our Walmart trips. As you can see, she's been coming with us and she's been having a ball. She loves the food aisle. At first she was like, didn't understand what was happening and then was kind of frightened, but then after a while she realized it was a lot of fun to see all the different foods we were picking up. And then also we wanted to get paw prints on little ornaments, so we could always keep her paw prints on the ornaments. So I got this kit that I'm showing you right now on Amazon for like $10, and there was so much of basically the air dry clay that I ended up being able to use it for both her and her sister, and made other ornaments too with the air dry clay. I didn't want to waste it. So there's so much stuff, I can't even name it all. It would fill up it would be a 30-minute video. And I don't want to make this a very long video. I want you to know that it's okay to think of it in positivity when you're going through these things. What can you do? I don't know how long, if you have a older dog, how much more time you have with your older dog. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Also, if you haven't followed me on social media, please follow me on social media. The links will be down below. And every Friday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will post a new Fun Friday video, so you don't want to miss it. So go ahead and hit that notification bell. Well, I hope you have an amazing day, and I hope you stay encouraged.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day.